Good morning everyone, happy Monday and welcome to another week here on Hunky Dory TV filled with incredible launches. My name is Natalie Eagleton, I'm going to be your host for this hour. Emily is producing today. Good morning, Em.
Morning.
Did you have a nice weekend?
Yeah, really nice weekend.
That's lovely. I love nice weekends. And on the other side of the studio, ready to craft up a storm, it's Becca.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Becca.
Good morning.
Have you had a good weekend?
I have, thank you. Good weekend all round.
Around and round, all good weekend for all. And we are starting the week with an absolutely incredible launch as well that you're just going to love. So stick around for our incredible new launch. But before we get to it, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. You are going to have the chance to win our incredible Ombre Miri card mega mix. This is a huge collection. You've got 48 sheets in total, and this Miri is just the most stunning ombre selection, going from dark to light in all of these incredible colours. You've got 12 different colours within here, but it is an absolute dream. I was just saying, this product is one of those underestimated products and we should definitely use it more. 5 people are going to win this week, 5 lucky winners. All you have to do is answer this question. Which dog is nicknamed the plum pudding dog? Is it A, a Pomeranian, B, a Dachshund, or C, a Dalmatian? The plum pudding dog. That is nothing. I've never ever heard of that.
I've never heard of this.
The plum pudding dog. And I don't... I have no clue this week. Absolutely none at all. But get your guesses in for the answer. Is it A, Pomeranian, B, Dachshund, or C, Dalmatian? We'll announce the winners on Friday's show, and 5 lucky winners are going to win this incredible Miri card mega mix. What a you did say just before it came on, this is a strange question. It is a very strange question. But like, share and comment for your chance. So maybe you own one of these dogs. Maybe you know the answer. You'll be right in there in the comments. People are already guessing as well, so get your guesses in. Okay, are you ready for this fantastic launch?
Yeah.
Have a look at this VT. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? And there's so much to show you within the show today. And we're going to start off with the gorgeous pierced background panels. Now, this is such a good deal because these dies individually should be £14.99. What you're going to receive here is 2 6x4 die sets. They are huge cut-in dies that cut into any size cardstock to reveal this gorgeous pierced background effect. So you've got the most beautiful pierced leaves background, and then that gorgeous pierced tiles background, which you can obviously cut out from lots of different colours. You can cut into it to create some beautiful cards like Rachel did in one of those gorgeous examples, or you can just simply ink onto here. We can cut this out of parchment, layer it on top of Miri card. There's loads of beautiful ways, and of course they tile, so you can make bigger cards if you want to. You can make these into 6x6s or 8x6s. There's loads which you can do with these because they're pierced as well. If you want to, you can get your threading needles out and your embroidery thread, and you can embroider some of these beautiful details, which looks absolutely stunning as well. So this is your pierced backgrounds multi-buy. The amount of metal you're getting in here as well is absolutely outrageous. I mean, look at the size of these dies. They are just beautiful. So you can buy them both individually, and they're both £14.99. So maybe you just want your leaves. Oh, caught me off guard there, Emily. if you would just like your pierced tiles background, then you absolutely can do for £14.99, £13.49 if you're a diamond member. Or if you want this lovely leaves, which I think is going to be a very popular die. Again, £14.99, but don't do that. Get them both and save yourself the pennies. £22.48 if you are a Diamond Club member to grab your hands on both of these. Remember as well that you can get any £14.99 die on an offer for £24.98. So maybe you're wanting one of these dies, maybe you've seen another £14.99 die and you thought, I'm not going to get it yet, I'll see, I'll wait around, see if there's something. Then there's always that deal as well. So if you're wanting to get one of these and then add another die to it from our collection, we absolutely can do that. Okay, so that is the first part of the show. Next, we're going to show you two brand new dimensional flower dies. Now, these all work so beautifully together, and I love that we're adding these two flowers to our collection of dimensional flowers. So we have for you the bundle, which again, you're going to save your money here. So that's going to come down to £19.98 RRP, or if you just sign in, we don't need anything but an email address, that's going to come down to £18. And if you are a diamond member, you're going to get these two dies for £17.98. You have 6 dies in your cornflower, and you also have 4 dies included in your sunflower, and they cut and look absolutely stunning. So we've got these incredible examples, so you can see all of the different dies you're going to receive in your pack. So you've got the large flower, you've got the medium flower, and then you have the 2 stamens at different sizes, and then you also have the gorgeous long leaves in which you get with your cornflowers. And then when we look at this detail here, I'm trying to get it so you can see, because it just looks like it's all, can we get it there? All bunched together a little bit, but you've got so much dimension on those flowers. When we show you the examples as well, you'll be able to see just how stunning they look. And then here is your sunflower. So cut out a couple of times, you get that huge leaf detail, and then you get all of the bits and pieces for your middle of your sunflower. And these are incredible dies to add to your dimensional flower stash, because then we can be making even bigger bouquets with it. If you just want to get one of these, are £11.99, so you can get your sunflowers if you just want those ones, which are perfect for this time of the year, or you can get your cornflowers as well. Together though, you're going to save that incredible deal, and you can get that for £19.98. So that's your second set. Remember, these dies as well, you could mix and match with our previous dimensional flowers, and we're going to be showing you those later on in the show as well. So they are your beautiful flowers that work so well with them. And then finally, we have for you our incredible brand new selection of Moonstone Minis. These are our heartfelt sentiments. I'm going to show you them on the board. So in here, you are going to receive 2 dies in total. You're going to get your words, and then you're going to get your matte and layer for those. So we have good luck, we have you are amazing, with love and best wishes, we have from the heart, cheers to you, have a great day, thank you, and new baby. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 incredible sentiments you're going to receive here, and look at that price. £18.92 for 8 sentiments. These fonts mix and match with your other Moonstone Minis that you've got, so you're going to be able to use them with your relatives' dies. You're going to be able to use those with previous sentiments if you're wanting to make longer words as well. But what an incredible deal that is. £18 for your dies. But if you're a club member, that's £17.97, and a diamond member is just £17. These are deals that you are not going to want to miss out on, and they look so good together as well. If you want to get them individually because you just like one of the chosen words, then you absolutely can do. They're £2.99 each, or you can just buy 4 for £10. So maybe it's just some of the sort of everyday general sentiments that you're wanting to add to your stash, then just grab those 4 and save yourself some pennies as well. There's loads of ways to buy on the show, but what I love is that everything works together so well. So let's have a look at some card models, and then we're going to go over to Bex for our first demonstration.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I love this one from Natalia, and I love how every single person has layered up their flowers differently to create lots of depth and dimension. Natalia's used a mix of cardstock here alongside parchment, and then she's used her pens to just add a gorgeous feel to them. This one is absolutely gorgeous as well, by lovely Claire. And it shows how you can dress up your little boxes so well. Cutting our incredible dye and then sticking it over the top of a darker colour of the same, like a darker tone, sorry, of the same pink, looks really fantastic. And how good do those flowers look on there? There's so many incredible examples, and I love the mix of different styles we've got here as well. It really just showcases how beautifully these cards all work together. The gorgeous ombre here, the colouring on the background of this card, and then again with this colour here with your browns. You can just simply use your plain cardstock though and still make absolutely beautiful cards. This one's on your packaging, so you can see how well that all works together. There's loads of examples to show you though, so do not worry, we have loads and loads of amazing card models, and this one is so beautiful as well, and those delicate blues and greens.
That's
absolutely
gorgeous.
Beautiful card by Lisa there. We love this one. So you can get so many different things. Let us know what you're going to be getting. Is it the pierced backgrounds that have taken your fancy? Are you in love with those gorgeous flowers, or are you just having to stock up on your sentiments? Let us know. But we're going to go back to Bex, because Bex is going to do a gorgeous demo.
Yes, we are. And we're going to start with that sunflower as well. Like you say, it's just the perfect time of year. We are going to be doing both. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to take my die and I'm just going to simply actually weed out these little holes. As you can see, it's like absolute confetti here. But this is what you need to do every time. Well, obviously not the first time, but every time you use it, just give it a really nice good run with your die brush and just get those little weeds out of those, you know, because they're really nice tight little holes to give you that pierced background. So you just want to sort of run that over, and then that'll be absolutely fine. So obviously we'll just clear up all this little confetti now, and then we can get started with our die. It is absolutely beautiful. We are going for a sort of really nice early autumn harvest festival kind of theme. We're going with all of those gorgeous colours that we, you know, it's for most people their favourite thing about this time of year is the colours, isn't it? You know, they're beautiful.
Very nice.
Yeah,
it's not getting there just yet. It's still a little bit green everywhere.
It is,
but
it is
definitely starting to feel like autumn now.
Absolutely. There's so many, you know, like we've got some really big trees near us, and there's so many conkers and acorns just ready to fall off the trees. So we're just going to cut this onto a large piece of cardstock. I'm going to trim it out. So if you give yourself a little bit of room, you can do that nice and straight, or you can just cut your cardstock size down to start with. But I've just got this kind of piece. I think this is just one from the craft room, like a sort of piece of 7 by 7-ish. So we're going to just cut that out right away. We'll get all our plates lined up, and then we'll just run that through the machine. So we're going with the big Gemini today. So we'll just pop that through there, and then that should cut absolutely fine for us.
Good morning to everyone who's joining us today. It's lovely to have you with us. Lots of people guessing the answer to the Win It Weekly question, and it definitely wasn't the answer I was probably going to be going with, actually.
Oh, really?
It's a good question this week though. Lots of people saying that it's a little bit sunny where they are. The sun is out here.
Yeah, it is.
Over in the northwest today.
It absolutely is. It's very lovely to see. Okay, so now we've cut that. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I'm just gonna take my tape off of there, and then I can just grab that. It's fine because we're gonna trim this out anyway, so it's not a problem. But if you are just cutting it into your cardstock, lay it right over your die, and then it won't be sort of left behind on your cardstock. And also just take that bit of, if you go in with a machine like the Gemini, something really strong with high pressure, just take that little bit of lint off your tape, and that should be absolutely fine. So I'm going to trim that out now, and I'm just going to use my trimmer for that job. So I'm just going to bring that in now.
Sue says everything is already in my basket.
Yes.
It's a good show to grab everything because it does work so well together. Angela said, I'm delighted the sunflower die is available. I've been asked a lot of times recently for cards with sunflowers, so thank you, Hunky Dory. You are welcome.
Yeah, they're one of those flowers that is just so iconic. If you've got September and October, even late August cards to send, I know we've passed that now, but you know, obviously dyes are tools all year round. They're just the perfect thing, aren't they?
Karen says the bits that you're popping out would make fantastic snow and shaker cards.
Yes.
Keep it. Get one of our little storage cases, and every time you sort of run that around, you can use your, you can keep them all together and save them up.
Oh my goodness, definitely. What a great idea that is. Okay, I think we're nearly ready to get our, what we're going with, Natalie, is we're going to go with some of our Prism ink pads, because they have very recently all come back into stock.
They have.
Which just makes me so excited, because they are so perfect to use with these. So I've got a really nice little autumnal colour palette together. So we've got roasted pumpkin, we've got gingerbread, we've got mustard. So we're just going to kind of ink up a really nice kind of ombre background for these. So tell you what, let's go in with toasted oak first of all, which is our palest colour, because then obviously all our stronger colours are going to sort of dominate that. So if we start with this one, we can just get those really nice light patches of colour all around here for you. So let's just start with this one.
Good morning to everyone who's joining us on YouTube as well. Loads of friends from across the world on YouTube, as always.
Yeah.
Loads of guesses for our Win It Weekly competition. Catherine says good morning from a windy Dolphin Coast in South Africa.
Nice.
Oh wow. And we have a question that says, any chance of getting stickables in glitter? We do have our self-adhesive shimmer rolls that would work in that sort of way. So if you haven't seen those yet, have a look on the website for self-adhesive glitter rolls, and they come in the same colour as our shimmer card, but they are self-adhesive on the back, so perfect for using with your sentiments and dies and bits and pieces like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It is so good. I love our shimmer roll. It is just, it's so, honestly, it's just so good to use. You get quite a lot in those rolls as well, don't you?
I think it's like 5 meters maybe.
Yeah, I know.
I definitely. No, is it a meter? It's a meter, isn't it? A meter, just under a meter by like the size of an A4
sheet.
But it's, if you're using it for sentiments and things like that, it's going to last you.
It's going to last you absolutely ages. Yeah.
You can use it on your electronic die cutting machines as well, so it is really clever.
Okay, we're just going in now with that gingerbread just to add that that is just such a really nice autumnal orange. So I'm just going to sort of give that a brush over everywhere. We're just going to really build up this colour, just blending everything together. And then we're going to swap and maybe go with our roasted pumpkin next. Again, another absolute favourite. Let's get a bit more on there.
We've got a question as well from Amanda. Amanda says, Nat, please can you tell me if the Miri tag pads fit the Little Book tag pads? They're exactly the same size, but what we'd suggest if you're wanting to mat and layer those is to get our Moonstone tag die. Our Moonstone tag die, I think it's a £14.99 die. So you'll be able to get it on the deal that we've got on any two for £24.98, and your largest die in that set will create mats and layers for your sort of picture tag pads as well. So hope that helps.
Okay. Oh yeah, these flowers would be awesome on tags as well, wouldn't they? They would just make the most beautiful sort of centerpieces for your tags. Again, so we're just sort of inking round on there. That's our velvet fawn colour, and then I'm just going to go back in just on this lighter area, just going to cover that a little bit more with our toasted oat, and then I think we're kind of finished with that. Just going to put all my sponges back in the right place. So I've just gone in with my larger ones as opposed to my finger daubers, just to get that really nice quick speedy coverage on there. It's a nice large panel as well. But obviously it is just personal preference with that. So we're just going to fill in a couple more of these gaps, blend, and then I think we're done at that. So we'll move on and we'll get our sunflowers together. Now, once we've done that, oh, I'm so happy with that background. Okay, once we've done that, we can move on to our sunflower die. So we've got our die set here. So we're just going to pop everything onto here. I think I've got enough room on here for most of it. So just lay these,
squeeze on there perfectly.
Just squeeze
what I love about these flowers as well, and it's really good to note, is that they fit through your mini machines.
They do.
So if you've got your Gemini Mini or your Little Blue, I think it's called, any of those super small machines, these dies are going to fit through them. So when you're wanting to cut like lots of layers to create dimension in your flowers, then they are excellent. And it's so handy that they fit through all of those different bits and pieces.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they are. We do design most of our dies to be really inclusive for everybody. So even if you've got a really small machine, you're going to find these absolutely work fine. So I'm just going to squeeze that last little bit into the corner. So we've got 4 pieces in total. And again, we are going to just whiz that through the Gemini, because that's... I keep knocking that picture frame off now, honestly. I'm not going to be allowed back in. Okay, let's pop that.
Michelle did message to say that she has visions of Emily having to get the Hoover out to get all of the bits and pieces
No, they went
off
in
the floor.
They went in the bin. We've still got party confetti over there.
We do. We've got how long has that been there for now? Maybe like 2 weeks. Someone, you know, decided to pop the confetti all over the wires and the cameras. So to actually hoover the floor, we need to lift everything up.
Absolutely everything.
So we're just leaving it. It's just like a little party every day.
Yep.
Makes us happy.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're just going to pop that out now. Lovely, absolutely lovely. And we're going to ink this as well, again, just to really give that sort of feel of colour and dimension to our flowers. Now the sunflower one as well is just absolutely as it is. You can see that's just cut out of there. You're going to want 2 of those, so we've got one ready to go. That's our leaf, our gorgeous leaf. And then our centre, you get almost like 2 sort of circles for this. So you get this sort of ring one that has this centre in here, and then the sort of full solid centre as well. So I'm just going to grab that out of there. And again, this has so much detail on there. I mean, you know, you're just going to be able to it really just looks so lifelike and realistic. So let me just grab my other sunflower, and then we can start kind of layering these up. So what you do is you just get another one, and then you just sort of off-center it, off-angle it, and then it layers up that beautiful sort of full-looking flower. So obviously you can lay that up 2 or 3 times if you want them really full. So let's ink these up really nice and quickly. So we're going to stick with the same colour palette. Which is the great thing about autumn cards and sunflowers, is that they're all the same colour. So we want obviously our nice yellow colour, so we're going to go in with our toasted oat and our mustard.
We've got so many questions this week. Claire has asked, will the Premier magazine be coming back in stock? I think that one has been answered, but more stock has been added to that this morning. That was so busy.
Oh, wasn't it?
It was absolutely crazy how much people were loving that one. Then we have Tanya's asked, Rebecca, when you ink directly onto the mat, does it stain the cardstock? Our ink pads are water based, so you can just go straight over there with your microfiber cloth and some kitchen roll, or you can use sort of like a baby wipe, and that will just lift the ink straight off that surface. So it's not a problem at all. It's not going to stay on there, and it's not going to damage any of your cardstock. So not an issue, because they are water-based ink pads, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it? And obviously you can use your, obviously we've got a white mat as well, if you prefer to have one for your inking and one for your cards.
Yep. Viv has said, I've been using the champagne and wine glass bottle die using parchment. Are you able to do parchment stickables? Now that is something that I'm not sure about, but I'll definitely ask the question, because, you know, that could be revolutionary, really, couldn't it? Because parchment is something that we tend to struggle to stick down. So I can see your thought process there, and I'll ask the question, Viv. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I love working. We have got some parchment in, you know, on the later half of the show. So it like you say, it is a beautiful material to work with. So let's go in with some mustard now and just add a gentle little dab of colour onto these petals here. So just kind of working my way around. If I want to just add a bit more, just dab it really nice and firmly with my sponge.
We have another question from Jeannie. She says, hi Natalie, have you any idea when the gold Happy Birthday Trim Me book will be back in stock? It's been out of stock for a while now. I have a secret. It's not really a secret. The machines are incredibly busy.
Yeah.
They are so busy, but I think in about a week to 2 weeks time they are going to be going back on the machines. Do you have a date? We don't have a date, but it says the end of October that is scheduled to be worked on. So it's going to be a little while because of course we've got some fantastic launches coming up, and the guys on the machines are working so hard.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's how much they are doing at the moment down there. But it is on the list. It is going to get done. So I'm going to say have a look in October, and then they're going to be put back on the machines, and hopefully they'll be back in stock for you all.
Okay, awesome. And then I've just forgotten my sponge for this one, so I'm just going to dab that straight on. So that's our khaki for our leaves. And then I want to say, I thought I had another one. Yeah, I do. Perfect. So we're just going to add 2 again to make it look really full. So I'm just going to sort of, again, just kind of dab my ink pad. I wouldn't normally do this, but I've not put a sponge on this one. So I'm just going to go in like that now. And then that is everything built up. The final piece that I want before we actually put this card together, now that we've got everything, and I kind of wanted to do this one from start to finish, is I want to add a really nice sort of frame onto my card.
Nice.
And I'm going to bring in our wood grain ones.
This is really good with this.
That's what
collection.
I thought. I thought it's going to really add to that really nice rustic kind of charming look. So I think I'm going to go with this size and then have that one slightly bigger. Yeah, cool. So let's do that now. I think I've got some spare cardstock over here. I've brought plenty in with me today. So again, we'll just die cut that as well as the final one. And again, we'll just ink that. We'll have everything come from our back in stock. They are fairly brand new. I think they're turning 1 year old, aren't they, our ink pads? I'm sure it was October last year.
It was October last year. Oh, I've got so many questions. I just have to say, Catherine, message the customer service team, and that will get sent out to you. Anyone who made orders that were over £30 should have had their badges within them, but I'll let you in on a secret. The way that those were organised when we were sending them out is that the girls were just having a look through and seeing if it was over £30 and adding it in. The amount of times I was out in the warehouse and Claire was reopening a box because she'd forgotten to put it in. So there might be the odd occasion where you haven't got your pin badge in your box, but call the customer service team. We will get it sent out to you straight away. You will not be missing out on that one.
No,
there's plenty to go around. So Catherine, message the team. They'll get it sorted straight away.
Yeah, they absolutely will.
Jane says, are there going to be any A4 Christmas pattern paper packs coming? We have all of our A4 adorable scoreable card packs that you can get your hands on, but no plans for pattern paper packs that are Christmas themed in the coming future. And Susan says, do you know when the Pitch Perfect mirror mats will be back in stock? I have seen those. I think they might just need to go through assembly.
Oh, that's very exciting.
I have definitely seen those. It says ASAP. So keep your eyes peeled. I would suggest it's going to be the end of the week because they are out on pallets in the warehouse. So it's just waiting for them to be assembled. But that will be the end of this week. So keep your eyes peeled for that one.
Right, I'm just going to gently use a bit of construction glue.
So many questions today. I love it.
This is awesome. Crafty Q&A today, isn't it? Get them all in. Okay, and then perfect. And then we're going to start adding some dimension to our centre with some foam pads. So I'm just going to see if we've got some of our little skinny foam pad strips. Yeah, we do. So I'm just going to put this one all the way around our circle now. And then this is going to look absolutely beautiful once it's on that frame. We definitely want to add some dimension on there as well. So we're going to raise that up as well. And then this is just basically how our card's going to come together now. Just all of those gorgeous ink colours just really coming together nicely. So on my foam pad I'm also just going to put a little bit of construction glue as well, just because I still have all my inks drying, so it'll just really help that kind of bonding process just onto there as well. Awesome.
Oh, you need to put your other bit in?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Underneath?
Yeah, underneath, yeah. Okay, let's pop that on now. Perfect. It's fine. Obviously, we've gone in with construction glue, so...
Got the time.
We've got that time. To be honest, I think if that wouldn't have gone on, I would have just put 2 foam pads in the centre and
raised it a little bit more.
And had it on the top rather than on the bottom. There we go.
Handcrafted by Gaz on YouTube says, can you cut these dies using funky foam? You absolutely can, and we've got some incredible makes to show you as well coming up on how these have been used for making home decor projects. We've got some that are cut out of felt.
Yeah.
They're dies, so you can cut a majority of things out with our incredible dies. You can use, obviously, felt. You can use fabric, so maybe you're making like a patchwork quilt and you're sort of doing flower designs on all of them, then you're going to be able to do that. I'm trying to think. At foam, it works really good with parchment, mirror, grey board, those little metal sheets as well that you can sometimes get for crafting. You can cut those out of there if you wanted to make like brooches. Shrink plastic works really well with. So there's loads of things we can use to cut them out. But that's why we love dies here, because you can cut them out of so many different things and make a lot more different things from them.
Yeah.
And they're just absolutely awesome.
Yeah, they really are, aren't they? So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the back of here just to stick my leaves just onto the back. Again, you could use kind of tape at this point, so I'm just going to put that one there. Nice, just nicely. And then I'm going to put this other one at the bottom. So again, I want some glue just all around here. And then we're going to pop that just onto there as well. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love that. Let me just give that another little second to bond, and then we're just going to put that straight onto there. I think I'm going to put some foam pads on it as well, and then I might double up on these. So I've got sort of 2 of our...
Bear in mind, I'm just opening another box to find something super special.
This is exciting. Very exciting indeed. So we're going to have this one just onto here, and then let's start bringing in our material now. So I thought what would go really nicely, whatever you put behind that pierced background will subtly show through, won't it?
It will look really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, whether that's mirror, glitter card, you know. Anyway, I've just simply brought in some coloured Matastic cardstock in that really nice sort of deep dark brown. So let me just quickly measure this. I think we're sort of looking at 4 by 6. Yeah, so let's do that. 4 by 6, and then we can see how that's kind of looking. Whoops. And then so we'll have that just like so. 4 by 6.
We had a message as well on YouTube about having loads of topper sets and not necessarily knowing how to store them, and if we had any solutions for that. I think our storage genies are really good for topper sets.
Yeah, storage genie, yeah,
and
definitely.
I think because you've got lots of compartments in, you can obviously have like themes. So you could do like birthday topper sets, you could do get well soon topper sets, and then organise them in that way, or you could organise them as like toppers, cardstock, papers, inserts. So that's a really good way of using them, so have a look. Are you going to? When is Super Savers coming this week? Yeah. So we have Super Savers coming up on Thursday, and because Emily's just the best, she's going to stick it on Super Savers for you. So if you want to get yourself some storage genies, wait till Thursday and see what we can do. Some good deals on that one, can't we? We can do a cracking deal, says Emily. So stay tuned for that one.
Oh,
we love a cracking deal here, don't we? We're all about the deals.
All our deals are cracking. Right, so let's pop that onto there. We've just got this really nice little sweet sunflower card here. So we're just going to glue this down now.
Jackie says this card is looking good, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Lots of so many textures and layers, especially with that the wood grain circle die that Becca's used here. It gives it such a fantastic look.
Yeah, I think so.
All the questions are coming in again.
Ooh,
Susan says, I wonder, Natalie, if there's any plans to bring out a new Christmas alphabet dies. Absolutely not, unfortunately. So there's your answer. Sorry if it's the wrong one, but no, we don't have any plans yet to do that. You might have sparked something in Stacey though. She might bring it.
You never know. You never know. Right, so we're going to stick with that same cardstock again, I think. And we're just going to do the sentiment now. So I've gone with thank you because, again, I just really get that kind of harvest, Thanksgiving kind of vibe with this one. So we're going to do a really nice thank you card. But absolutely, you know, flowers are just so universal. They could really be used for any occasion whatsoever. So we've got our sentiment as well. And so we're just going to, again, let's just pop that through.
We've got another out of stock question for you, Em. Get your spreadsheet ready. The envelope notch and corner punch.
Oh, is that out of stock?
I don't know if that is out of stock, you know.
Nice. Right, so
It is out of stock. Do you know what? It might be on the third sheet of that spreadsheet. In Dan's bit.
okay, so I'm just going to
We'll have a look for you, but I do know that a lot of sort of tools and things like that are due back in around, I want to say, the end of October. So in the coming months, I think.
Yeah, I know
they're on order. There you go. So they'll be coming to us. Are they coming in the first batch or the second batch? Does it say?
Oh, is there 2 batches?
I don't think it'll say, will it? I would keep your eyes peeled on that one.
I know everybody's favourite tools coming back in at that.
Estimated early October.
That's next week.
It's next week, people. So
all being well.
End of next week, all being well, that one will be back in stock.
So I'm just going to pop my sentiment on now. I've just gone with white and brown, just so that it really, really stands out. I think I was meant to leave a white edge with my card, so I think that was my thought process with this. But this will really stand out in this nice sharp white, especially with that beautiful sort of coffee coloured cardstock here. I think this is our espresso. So we've got thank you on there, and we're just going to simply see where that kind of sneaks in really nicely. It would go quite nicely there,
I think it looks really cute there.
Yeah, so let's pop a foam pad in on there as well. So we'll just raise up that edge at the end. So from about here, and then the other side as well. So I'm just going to grab my big scissors and put a little piece of foam pad on each end, and then that'll hold in the middle of my frame really nicely. Again, I'm going to go on with some glue. I think my ink should be almost dry now, but obviously I don't really want that kind of spilling everywhere. I'm not going to go with any gemstones because it's already quite a busy card already. So I'm
just looks so good. I think my favourite thing about these panels are how much texture they add to your cards.
Yeah, they really do, don't they?
They look really, really fantastic. Hopefully Stacey will do some more of these pierced backgrounds because we are in love with them.
Yeah, you just can't go wrong. Whatever you decide to do with them, you just absolutely cannot go far wrong with these.
People are asking about the trimmer blades. We've had a couple of these questions. They're in the same order, so sometime in the coming weeks, depending on other things, but sometime in the coming week. That is really good, Becca.
It's so cute, isn't it?
It
Look how much
so
dimension
nice.
there is as well. You can obviously lift up all these petals as well.
And I just love how you've offset that frame. It just makes it look so, so pretty. Perfect for this time of year.
100%. Autumn is coming.
We love autumn here. We absolutely love it. Okay, let's have a look at the Win It Weekly question, because this week you have the chance to win our incredible Miri Card Ombre Mega Buy. We love this here. You get 12 different colours, and this just absolutely stunning, the effect of this Miri card. We're asking you a bit of a weird question this week. They're always weird, but this one's extra weird. Which dog is nicknamed the Plum Pudding Dog? Is it A, the Pomeranian, B, the Dachshund, or C, the Dalmatian? Like, share and comment for your chance to win that one. Okay, let's have a look at some other incredible dies we have, and we're starting off with our incredible dimensional flower selections that we have already in our repertoire here at Hunky Dory. We have the Gerbera. First of all, this one is a gorgeous flower. I love the fact that we have so many now, because it just means that we can be building up those bouquets. You know, you can use them and mix and match them together. Your peonies next up. This one is so pretty. There's so much dimension within this one as well, especially when you get your embossing tools in here and sort of round off all of those. And then we've got your rose as well, £11.99. So you can get these in that deal where you can get any two £14.90. Oh no, any two for £19.98. There we go, because they're £11.99. So any two for £19.98, which means you could mix and match with our brand new ones and some of these ones from today as well. And I've got some cards as well to just show you how beautiful these ones are. I love this one.
Oh,
this stunning paneling. Oh, Leanne made this. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I've ever seen this one.
I don't think I have.
And then how stunning is this as well, in the black and white?
That's beautiful. It's
gorgeous. Just using your white pencil in those detailed areas to give that dimension. It is so lovely. I've never seen anything like that before, but it's gorgeous. So many fun cards as well. Kelly Taylor made this one, mixing and matching all those colours. I love that she's used tonal colours for all the flowers as well. It really brings those to life. This one's really nice too.
Oh, look at that.
Using pattern parchment to give it a different look. I really like the way that one came out. Again, another beautiful one here from Leanne, just using those flowers with a patterned paper. Oh no, it's an adorable scribble cardstock. Which one is this one? It just says pattern packs. I know it's the vintagey one.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name, but it's the vintagey one. I know that. And then another large card here with those gorgeous peony details on there. Really nice make. So you can mix and match across all of those incredible deals. And then something you might like to add to your basket is our duotone adorable scribble cardstock. Now, what is special about this adorable scribble is that it is a separate colour on the opposite side, which means you get a lighter tone on the reverse of your cardstock that matches it absolutely perfectly. This is our mega buy. So you can get this one, 48 sheets. You get 4 each of these incredible 12 colours, which are actually 24 colours if you think about it, because you've got the crazy colours on the reverse as well. So you can get this for £19.99, or if you want to, we also do the exact same pack, but you get 2 of each colour instead of 4 of each colour, and that's £11.99. So however way you think about it, if you got this twice, that would be £23.98, but we're going to give you the same for just £19.99. So you're saving yourself some money there. Look at how much that price is if you're a Diamond Club member as well, £17.99. Such a good deal. So this is really cool and works so nicely with all of those floral tones if you're just wanting to cut it out of one thing. And then we also have for you, which works really nicely too, is our Bold and Bright Stickables selection. We're going to have a look at the incredible mega buy that we have for you. This launched on Friday, but this is our brand new selection of stickables in those bright and bold colorways. So you're going to receive in here your DL sheets, which are your plain colored sheets. You get 36 sheets included in here in all of your fantastic colors. You're then going to get exactly the same but in your A5 size. Again, 36 sheets in here. You get 3 of each sheet in there, so there's the 12 different colours, you get 3 of each. And then we also have the foiled selection, which how well would this pattern here work with that card that Becca just made? There are some fantastic designs in here, and it's great for cutting out background panels and bits and pieces that are very detailed. It just gives it such a fantastic look. You can see how it works so well with frames on here, and you can layer those all up, or your detailed panels as well, and then sticking them onto another element. So if you have flowers, it's really, really good to use your stickables. And then these are all the patterns that you're going to receive in that incredible selection of foiled stickables as well. It is so bright, so fun, so full of life, so make sure you check that one out. Another thing I would definitely shout out about to using with these flowers as well is your colour block pads, which we have on tomorrow's show.
Oh, yeah.
We have brand new ones. They are matte as well. We're bringing the matte in on our colour pads. So make sure you're tuned into that show tomorrow, because you will definitely love using those with these as well, because they're matte as well. We're going to be able to add colour like Becca just did, so it's going to give you really gorgeous colours and effects when you do that. Okay, let's have a look at some more card models. I went through and I picked out some really ones that I thought showed you some fantastic ways of using this. So this is a card that Lisa made, and very early on in the show I said you could stitch through.
Look at those.
How cool is this? Using them to stitch through and just pick out flowers that are pick out leaves that are next to those flowers, so it looks like it's all connected. And then she's made her background even bigger, so she's mixing and matching both of those designs there as well, which looks really nice. I love this one as well that Claire did, bringing in that craft colour for your mats and layers. Makes it look so fun, and how beautiful are the flowers on that one as well. Maybe you're thinking about using parchment. Parchment works really nicely on these elements, and you can also die cut your panels once you've cut them out, and that gives you such a beautiful effect as well. Lisa made this really gorgeous card as well by creating a shaker card in the middle too. So sometimes if you remove a plate, it's just going to emboss the acetate rather than cutting it through, so it gives you this really nice detailed effect, which we absolutely love. You're going to be doing home decor projects. This is a gorgeous little hanging ornament that we absolutely love. We're using all of those incredible dies from our new collection. We've got Miri as well in here, so Miri looks absolutely fantastic for matting and layering on top of those panels. It gives it such a fun look, and again this one uses some coloured in papers from the incredible colour block pads that we have on tomorrow's show. And then this one, so I love these ones.
Oh, this one's so cute.
Because if you don't want a lot of colour, you can just use your white mats and layers, pop them onto Miri so that Miri shines through, and then let your flowers do all the talking. This is such a gorgeous arrangement here. Kirsty made this one, Kirsty Hoskins, so thank you for that one. And then we also have this gorgeous one from Natalia as well. So you can really see how you can make really bright, bold, gorgeous cards, or you can make things that are a little bit more touching. But we're not just talking about card making for these types of projects either, because you can be sort of like making little gift boxes. So we have this one here. I absolutely love this idea. And it looks so fantastic. Such a sweet little box as well for adding your gifts in. So thank you very much for that one. This one too is super sweet. Look at this little birdhouse.
How cute.
How adorable is this? And again, using your stickables, so just popping your stickables onto your Miri helps you to create gorgeous effects with your cardstock. And then we had some beautiful jewellery made. I think Claire made this one. So she's made these gorgeous flowers from felt and then created a necklace, and there's also matching earrings to go with this one. So let me get those. Look how adorable these are.
Gorgeous.
It's so cute, isn't it? And this is something that you might not have thought you could do with your dies, but it gives you another lease of life. And if you make to sell as well, these are going to be absolutely perfect, because you can make a card and then you can make like little matching jewelry sets that go along with those cards. So that's a gorgeous make that Claire did. And then Lisa made this beautiful brooch using some foam and felt, and then has beaded used it as seed beads along all of the edges here, and it just looks absolutely awesome. So if you're someone that likes to mix your sort of paper crafting with your other crafting, that's great. I have to show you this as well because we loved it when this came in from Kirsty. How gorgeous is this? I mean, autumn wreaths are all time of year thing, but you've got flowers now that you can make a wreath for every single season, and this is glorious. It'll look amazing on your front door. So fantastic, and uses all of those different flowers combined together. It's truly beautiful. And then our other Kirsty.
Oh, I think she made both of those.
No, this one was made by Kirsty Idden.
Oh.
Yeah, and then this one is made by Kirsty Hoskin.
Oh, wow.
So she made a gorgeous sort of flower wall here in that frame. It's gorgeous, isn't it, with the gemstones in the middle.
I love that.
Super beautiful. And then you've got another example here that our wonderful Kirsty Idden made, where it's just simply got 3 of the flowers in. So whether you're wanting to do a whole sort of decor piece for the house, or whether something a little bit more simple with just the 3 flowers in, people are going to absolutely love these. We do too, and it just shows how much potential you have with your dies when you sort of go into making different bits and pieces. Okay, we're going to go back to Becca now for our last demo of the day.
Yes, we are. We're going to use that cornflower one, and we're going to use the other background one, and we are going to do some parchment crafting as well, because I just spotted this beautiful sort of cornflower blue piece in the craft room, and I was like, right, that's my idea, that's what we're going. I'm going to use some glitter card as well. I think I'm going to use our brush markers. We're just going to see how this one looks. Okay, so we're going to cut out our panel first of all, and I put it right to the edge just so that I don't have to kind of really do much by the way of trimming. I think this is going to be really strong on this parchment, but we'll see how it goes. So we'll just pop that through the machine now. All my cornflowers are already cut, so I'm just going to
oh, I have to apologise.
Was it
Donna?
Donna?
I'm very sorry. It was Donna who made the jewellery. So sorry for that one. But they are fabulous. Loads of people absolutely loving it as well.
I know. They are just absolutely stunning. She's so, like, Donna, you are so talented. Right, so I'm just going to give that a quick weed because I think I want to do that again. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of, right, so this is kind of how it tiles, so you can see the sort of square design.
You have to sort of follow it in one way. I find it really easy to actually overlap it.
Oh, like just slightly like
no,
that?
Like fully overlap it. So like overlap it to maybe like 2/3 so that square fits into the other square.
Oh,
and
like there?
In. It'll lock in, you'll be able to feel it.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I think, hang on. But, yeah. I think we're there. Oh, that's really cute.
It's a really good way of knowing that it's straight as well and that it's going to sort of match that pattern up. So if you go, I think it's like the second.
Like this one here. I think I had it then. It hadn't stuck down. Just bear with.
I think it's easier with your cardstock because obviously it's a little bit more weighty. So you can feel that sort of stopping on there. But it's a great way of tiling that design.
Let me just see if it's a bit easier with this cardstock, because I wasn't sure what to do with this one. So, like you say, you sort of get 2/3. Let me take my tape off as well. I'll get that little bead out. Okay. Oh, do you know, honestly, I literally just had it. There we go. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, it's there. I can see it. Right. So just give that a slight straighten up there, and then let's pop it through there. I mean, we'll soon know if it's wrong. Okay, and then I'll lift up my sort of plate on there, and then pop that back through. Feels like it's moved. Oh no, yeah, that's perfect.
So then you just follow that process again and
again and again and again.
And it makes it bigger.
Awesome. Yeah, it's kind of a bit tricky on parchment. Right, so I'm just going to pop that to one side. So that is really, really beautiful. So I'm going to pop my cardstock to one side as well. And then I'm going to bring in my cornflower. So I have die cut these already ahead of time, but I'll show you how they layer up. So you get a large one and a medium sized one of these. And then you get, like you said, the 2 stamen. So I think I just have a medium one somewhere. Okay. Not to worry. Right, well, it's fine. So I'm going to colour these with my brush markers. So I've gone for 66 and 23, and I'm just going to simply start colouring this together. So I'm going to start with my paler one. So I'm just going to put this colour all the way around here, just really easily. I don't show my brush markers enough love, I don't think. And honestly, when we were doing this, I fell in love with this combination. So I thought I have to demo this. It's a really, really beautiful combination of colours. I've got some already coloured, so you don't have to watch me like just colouring all of them. And it's just great for like speedy colouring this one.
Your brush markers work really nicely on flowers just because you can get into all of that fine detail. And of course, if you want to add water to your flowers to give it more of a lighter look, then you can do that as well. But I think a great thing about these brush markers is how well you can lay the colours on top of each other.
Yeah, you really can, absolutely, especially this one. So we've got that kind of faint looking. Obviously, I've gone in a little bit stronger on some areas, but I love that, like I say, you've got that kind of brush nib to just stroke the colour around. And I absolutely love that. So I'm going to go in again now with our sort of stronger colour here. And I'm going to go in a bit more to the centre as well, because we're going to layer that up, obviously. So we're just going to just layer that one just on there. And then might just go in a little bit on there. And obviously I'm not kind of worried about these brush markers. Again, it's another water-based medium. So where I'm kind of scribbling onto my mat, I know that's just going to wipe away. Obviously, if we're doing alcohol colouring, I'd be having a spare piece of cardstock or a piece of copier paper or something underneath that. So again, we're just going to
These would work really well as well if you're into cake decorating, because you could use your like rice paper and your dies to cut out all of the flowers, and then if you had some like edible colouring pens.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Sort of make them for your cakes and things like that. So that's another way in which you can use your dies. Obviously, you'll need to, I would say, get a separate set of dies if you're going to do that. Or just make sure you clean them, and you'd obviously have a separate plate for your die cutting machine, just to make sure everything was super hygienic. But there's another way in which you can use these dies and do really fun things with them.
Absolutely. I mean, those home decor projects and that jewellery making just blew me away. It's amazing. You know, that's taken it to more than just card making. It's taken it to homemade presents, parties, occasions. You know, just really, really special projects. So again, I'm just layering that colour on there. And then the leaves, I've just grabbed some of these actually. So I've got our 50 and 22. And oh yeah, that's lovely actually. I've just kind of grabbed these out of the craft box because I only brought my blues in. And I was like, oh no, I've got leaves.
I've got leaves.
But I was like, these are going to work. So we're just going to, again, just gently kind of stroke that colour around. We've got plenty of leaves on here because we want to, again, really, really layer these up. And I think I'm going to do sort of a trio of these beautiful cornflowers. So we'll just get everything coloured in, these last few dies. And again, we'll get those onto our card. So again, just colouring at this point, nothing too stressful. And then we'll go in with that darker one. Okay, so 22. So I'm just gonna sort of gently edge it first. And then I can go in again with my paler colour.
And the way that the pens work, which means that if you go over with that paler colour again, it's just going to blend seamlessly into that, give you such a good effect with your
absolutely.
colours.
Yeah, 100%. So just putting a little bit more pressure onto these side pieces here. and then these little ones as well. So I've just kind of run down the center of these rather than the edges, but we'll just kind of push that colour around onto these.
Carol says, Natalie, that's what I do when I decorate all my cakes. It's a lot easier to make rice paper flowers than icing flower as well. You know,
it's a thinner material.
It's so good to know that you can do that type of thing as well, like that you can use your dies in all of these different ways, not just paper crafted.
Yeah.
You know, it's fantastic to know that if you're a sewer, you can make use of them. If you're a cake maker, you can make use of them. There's loads of different ways that we can use these dies. You just have to think out of the box sometimes.
I think so, yeah, definitely. Right, so we've got all our pieces here. So we've got our 3 large ones, our 3 mediums. I'm just going to sort of line them up so that I get them in all of the right order. Oh my gosh, I love them. And I think we're going to go in with our construction glue again.
I think it's the best glue to use.
I think so.
Gives you that time as well to just move all of the bits around and make sure that they are exactly the way that you want them to be.
Yeah, I think so. So we're just going to sort of lay them up. Again, we're going to off-center them for a little bit of extra dimension. And I'm just going in with 1 layer. I actually love these with a second sort of large layer. It looks really good as well, just to further, again, you can just off-center it sort of 3 times with those. But obviously I'm just using them as intended, 1, 2, 3. On there.
Another great way of using your cornflowers as well, because you often very much sort of get your cornflowers like budding, so you've just got like half of that flower. You can just cut your, you can either fold it so that you've got like half and half, so you've got it around, that's going to give you more dimension, or you can just cut into the layers and then stick them on top of each other, and then you're going to get sort of like a side version of the flower instead of a full in bloom flower. There's loads of ways in which you can use these.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And yeah, you can shape them and you can alternate your layers, and yeah, absolutely. And again, like you say, now we've got sort of 5 to choose from.
Yep.
With the original collection, is you can be making those vases, those bouquets.
Yeah. They're gonna look so good as well, like with all your different flowers, like a whole bouquet. And you know, you can get sort of like the craft wire,
yeah,
and then make them stand up in a vase. They're gonna look absolutely incredible,
aren't they?
And the best thing about flowers like that is that they don't die.
They don't die. You can have them forever and ever. I was just thinking about your wedding bouquets, like eternal, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Because obviously you didn't have fresh flowers.
No, we had dried flowers. So if you're wanting to think about like cutting costs as well,
you could make lovely buttonholes.
You could make gorgeous, gorgeous flower arrangements with these. I remember Harriet, who used to work here a couple of years ago, Harriet made all of her flowers from felt for her wedding.
That's
and
beautiful.
That looked incredible. So there's loads of fun ways in which you can use them and save yourself money elsewhere by hand making things like bouquets and buttonholes.
Absolutely. Even these just draping around a table plan, or just one on a name card. Yeah. So good for like weddings and parties. Again, imagine them out of crisp white parchment as well, especially these cornflowers. So beautiful. So I'm just going to pop that in the center of there, and then I'm just going to let them dry before I sort of maneuver them round, and we can go back kind of onto our card again. So I've brought in some of our glitter card because everybody loves this. So we've got the sapphire blue one here. I did bring in the sort of more turquoisey one.
I like that one.
I think I like this one as well. I've grabbed like 3 sheets. We don't need that many. And then I thought that would go really nicely behind that blue parchment.
Mm-hmm. It looks very good.
So let's see how big this is. This is sort of a 5x6 rectangle. I kind of think I want to do one more of those tile panels. So I'm just going to see if I can line that up again.
There is a right and a wrong way to line this up as well. So when you're thinking about tiling it, you can only obviously do it one way. So if it's not sort of fitting into that pattern,
try it the other way around.
Turn your die the opposite way.
Yeah, just flip it over.
Just the way that the pattern sits. That means that you can't do it both ways.
I think it's so clever though. Right, awesome. So I'm just going to lay that onto there. I think that's about right. Because I just kind of want more of like a larger card than the smaller card that we did for the first demo. So I'm just going to pop that through right now, and then just gently put that through the machine.
So much love for the show, so much love for the different flowers that we have on as well. Let us know if you've added them to your baskets. Let us know what flower is your favorite, or if you're going to be getting the whole collection like Sue did earlier on in the show. Everything was in Sue's basket.
Oh, I'm not surprised. You are going to love it, Sue, when you get it home. I know it's cut out perfectly. I just need to peel that magnetic plate away. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to gently lift that up, and there we go. And then, like I say, you just do it again and again. I know you've seen me do that twice now, but it's just so great that you can make large cards like this and tile it up, because it can be a bit tricky to do sometimes. So we're just going to cut that out now. We're going to do our trimming. I'm going to turn it over so it's feels a little bit less kind of fragile. And then I'm going to just trim it down to 6 first of all. I kind of want three sort of strips for this. So let me just cut that little bit off. And then I'm thinking I can do maybe like 1.5 inch strips.
Okay.
Because that'll do 4.5, and then I'll have a little bit of room at the side for my sentiment on a 6x6. So if I do 3 strips at 1.5, I'm going to have to be super, super gentle. Let me put the blade at the top as well. There we go.
Yeah, I think if you're doing stuff like this, especially with parchment with all of that detail, sometimes your trimmer can just sort of like pull away.
Yeah, it's done that edges. Just on there.
But what you could do is you could use your guillotine, because that's going to give you that crisp, sharp cut. So there's tools for everything.
There is every single. Okay, obviously you can always back it onto something a bit stronger. Okay, and then I think I'm obviously just going to trim a little bit off my length as well. So let's go kind of like 1/4 of an inch under the 6, and then that gives us some room to mat and layer. In fact, I might go even smaller. Might go 2 under that. So go 2 under 6 at 5 3/4, nice and gently on those skinny bits, and then I just need to trim my last one here. So I'll pop that on there, and then pop it onto some of our diamond sparkle card. So again, if I go like sort of 2 notches on those strips, that should leave me a really nice sort of
edge around those panels.
Yeah. And then I should have as well enough to do my mat and layer for like the main card. So just same thing over the 3. And then let's see how we're gonna get this down.
Carol says, thank you for demonstrating how to enlarge the die, Rebecca.
Ah.
It puzzles me how to do it. Once you know though, it's so easy.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. And then I don't actually know what I'm going to adhere this with. Maybe I might just go in with a little dab of white glue. Just thinking to stick down.
Glue dots would work.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that would probably work. And then because I'm going to cover my
2 on each side.
I'm going to cover like, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do.
Glue dots would work. Your skinny tape would work.
Yeah.
It's just how you're going to place them. Obviously, if you're cutting them into panels like Becca, you're taking that edge off where you could clearly sort of add your tape to.
Yeah, yeah, you could do, yeah. But you could go like right to the edge here, or just cut it in such a way that you've got that left. Okay, so I'm just going to gently put one on there. And obviously you've got your leaves and everything to sort of hide these workings as well. Once you get your flowers on.
Glue dots are really clear though, so it shouldn't leave
clear.
that much for you to be able to see.
And then, yeah. And then we're just going to stick that onto there. Yeah, so we're just gonna, once we put that on there and our leaves on, it's gonna be absolutely fine. So I'm just gonna, again, just go and do the others. So I'll just put sort of 2 on actually. I kind of find that that's enough hold with parchment. It's quite a, you know, a lightweight material anyway. It's absolutely fine. So I'm gonna just put 1 down the bottom here. And 1 here. Again, a little bit further up. And then just peel the backing away and stick that onto that glitter card. Yeah, I think this colour was the absolute perfect choice. It just looks so bright against the nice,
so well with those colours as well.
Yeah, like the nice subdued sort of cornflowery colours. And then I'll try and do the top of this one now. And then 1 more here. Okie dokie. Yeah.
Viv says, do you always use dots for parchment? It depends what you're doing and how you're working with your pieces, really. You can use a selection of different things. I would always tend to use glue, like really thin 3mm tape. But like Becca says, once you've decorated it, you can't necessarily see where all those like glue elements are, so you're absolutely fine to sort of hide your pieces and your panels.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's down to you really. But I think that works really nicely. Your double-sided tape works really nicely. With double-sided tape, I would sometimes suggest using your red liner tape because it's a little bit clearer when you take the backing off.
Yeah, it's a bit shinier, isn't it? As well.
So it sort of disguises itself a little bit better.
Yeah, it absolutely does. I think I quite like using it on that. Yeah, so if we have that there, and then we'll stick our last one at the bottom as well. Again, we've got some fun. Yeah, like you say, it really does just depend on the unique project. Sometimes I know that if I'm going to put a big die or something over the top of my parchment, or another matten layer, I could pretty much go in with tape.
If you're using like a full piece of parchment and you're putting toppers and border strips on, I would always suggest to just lay your parchment where you're going to have it, then stick all your pieces to your parchment, and then you can flip your parchment over and you know where it's hidden. So that is where you can add all of your glues and your tape or whatever you want to use to stick it down, because it's all hidden. You're not going to be able to see that when you turn your card over anyway. So that's a really good way of using it. Another question again about those pesky trimmer blades.
Oh yeah.
In the next 2 weeks they will be back in stock.
Yeah, they will.
We cannot give you a specific date because it sometimes changes. It just depends on when they get into the country and then how long it's going to take for them to get from the dock all the way to us. So in the next 2 weeks we will have them back, but don't you worry, we are just as in need as you guys are.
Oh, we really are. And honestly, Dan has ordered more than last time as well.
Yeah, because we told him he was an idiot.
To compensate for last time. I want to say he's ordered like 2 or 3 times as many.
Well, he should have done.
He should have done in the first place. Yeah, we know. So I'm just covering up with those lovely leaves there now, and then we can just get this all finished onto our card. And then again, it's just, this panel is just so different to that leaf one. It's got that really nice sort of geometric pattern on there, a little bit more sort of patchworky. Let's put you down here. Yeah, I think that's going to be lovely. And then I'm just going to just sneak a little bit there just to hold it down. Okay, perfect. So now we're all ready to put this onto our card. So we've got some of that leftover glitter card left. And again, we're going to just sort of soothe everything down again with a bit of Matte-tastic as well. So yeah, if we get 6x6 out of here, with our sort of, I know it's very big leftover, but technically it's leftover from my die cutting. And then we have a piece of Matte-tastic literally called Cornflower, so that was the winning choice.
Julie says, when things are on special offer, I buy extras whether I need them or not.
Yep.
I have loads of trimmer blades in stock. Well, this is the problem. I think everyone else did the exact same thing as you, Julie.
Stocked
and
up.
So we just don't have, we didn't have enough for everyone.
I know, it's been one of those, these pesky little trimmer blades. So I'm just going to lay these out now. Oh, do you know, that looks so beautiful on there. I'm really pleased with that. Right, let's get that all matted and layered together. And then I just want to literally just gently move that.
Viv says, I think this is going to be one of my favourite demos.
Oh, you will love it. You will absolutely love it.
It's nice to see how all the different papers and parchment and everything else come together.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had Matastic, we've done some inking, we've used our brush markers, and like you say, when you showed the card, that's just the tip. Like what I've done today in these two demos is just the absolute tip of the iceberg. You know, once you start getting in, you know, your craft card and your...
Oh, it looks good in craft card.
Yeah, your duotone, your everything that you've got in your stash, your pattern papers, perhaps. You know, you can have some real fun with these. So I'm just going to pop some foam pads on my strips. Let's get my scissors.
It's just nice to see how all these different mediums can work so well together.
Together as well, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. And then we're going to just put that just on there. I'm going to actually move that down a smidge. Yeah, it's lovely. I really enjoyed working with these at the time as well. Yeah, just absolutely beautiful to work with. We'll get all of these on here now. Right.
Julie says, I promise not to buy any more when they come back in next time.
Oh, like I say, we have got so many more, haven't we, than last time? So hopefully everybody.
We'll see, but I think people will be buying them.
I know. I think the demand is going to be crazy.
And he's going to have to do another crazy deal, isn't he? We're going to need a big mega buy of those to please everyone.
I think so, especially if people did miss out last time. Right, so we've got those on there. That's looking really good. Final thing, just a little sentiment, and again, we'll just cut that really quickly. And I think we'll use our good luck one with this one. I love that we've got some nice, really nice sort of more, I don't know, we've got a mixture of everything. All those sentiments that we kind of didn't have last time, we've kind of got. And I like that we've got some... I don't know, kind of more like universal ones as well, like from the heart. You know, ones that just cover absolutely anything. Yeah. We've got with love and best wishes as well. You are amazing. So you just know that those are going to be used for absolutely anything. We're going to stick this one as well. Have I got any glitter card left? Yes, I do. You will just about squeeze on there. And then we're going to put that at the bottom somewhere.
I love the fact that you can mix and match some of these sentiments as well. So there's 8 brand new sentiments.
Yeah.
And they are absolutely incredible because they're £2.99. We've got that deal where you can get any 4 for £10. But for the whole selection of 8, it's just £18.92. You're a Diamond member. Even if you're not a Diamond member, sign in to create an account. It's £17 and 97p, and it's coming all the way down to £17 if you are a Diamond member. £17 and 3 pence. But you can mix and match these together really well. So you can put "You are amazing, have a great day."
Yeah.
You can put "Thank you, you're amazing." Thank you from the heart.
Yeah, that's lovely.
We could do "New baby, cheers to you."
Yeah.
Cheers to you with love and best wishes. Thank you with love and best wishes. With love and best wishes basically works with
everything,
all of them.
absolutely. Even mixing and matching them with the old one, like happy birthday, cheers to you.
Exactly. We can mix and match them with each other, with the other ones as well. They're a fantastic set of dies and essential words as well. I mean, you've got good luck, you are amazing, with love and best wishes, from the heart, cheers to you, have a great day, thank you, and new baby. I think what I love about them is that they're perfect for non-occasion
Yeah,
cards as
yeah.
well as occasion cards. So when you just want to brighten someone's day, these are the sentiments that you need, and they're going to look absolutely incredible. Depending on whether you're cutting them from Miri, your glitter card, if we're using our stickables, it's going to look awesome.
Oh, absolutely. Do you know, I'm thinking this card would be awesome, especially with this good luck sentiment. It'd be such a nice something blue card to send to like a nice little bride or groom to
That would be cute.
So cute. So I've got good luck on there. You can tell I watch too many rom-coms. I've always got romance on the brain, literally. Okay, so I've got that one on there, and then I'm just going to put a little foam pad on there. So again, just give that a little bit of extra height on there, and there we go. I'm just going to finish my centres with some really nice, I've just seen them now, some blue gemstones.
No matter what colour gemstones you use, it's going to work awesome. I think your glitter ones, your pearl ones, your everyday ones, all your different gemstone colours are going to be incredible. And there's so many examples that the team have done where they've used their little gemstone in the middle of their flower and it looks so magnificent. So definitely be adding in your gemstones as well.
100%. Stock up. And then we'll just have... Yeah, no, we'll leave it be.
Lindsay says, is there a die for happy birthday husband? Lindsay, you can get our happy birthday Moonstone Mini, and then you could also have a look at our relatives dies. So we have a selection of Moonstone Mini relatives, and there's all sorts of relatives in there. You've got grandma, grandson, you've got husband, you've got wife. Some of them we do have low stocks and unavailability of, but have a look at your Moonstone Minis relative dies.
Yeah.
And that allows you to combine all of those words together. Or if we don't have the dies that you're looking at for in stock, then our Just My Type sentiment books are really good because
100%.
it has all your different relatives and occasions in that one as well.
Okay, there we go. Let's just fluff these flowers up a little bit, and there we go.
Perfect.
They're so
Bex.
pretty, aren't they? Gorgeous.
2 incredible demos, and
Thank
I love the fact that we
you.
got to see everything from start to finish as well.
Thanks.
Okay, so that's all we've got for today. What's coming up? Rebecca and Rachel are back tomorrow with a brand new colour block pad, so make sure you're tuned in for that because there's some incredible new silk versions, and we're also bringing some of our matte versions to you guys as well. And then I'm going to be at Hobby Maker tomorrow. I've got shows at 3, 5 and 7. We're going to have a look at our brand new fantastic fold card blanks. We've got 10 new shapes for you. We're going to have a look at our box magazine, and then we've got some blockbuster deals as well. So don't miss myself on Hobby Maker tomorrow, and then make sure you're here in the morning joining the team for that brand new launch. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day, and we'll see you all again very soon.